Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have seen the salient features of genetic code, characters of genetic code. So the character which was not written in the NCERT prescribed syllabus, we will see. After that, we will go to genetic code and mutations concept. Triplet code, characters are salient features. Let us see again. Comma-less, universal, non-ambiguous, degenerate, it's a triplet code. So genetic code always in the form of 3 letters is equal to 1 codon is equal to 3 N2 bases is equal to 1 codon is equal to 1 amino acid. Comma-less, no punctuations. Universal, a particular codon like UUU, it is same for all organisms. For all organisms, nearly universal. Non-ambiguous, a particular codon codes for a particular amino acid. So one codon codes for, it means one codon does not code for 2 amino acids. One codon does not code for 2 amino acids. Degenerate, each amino acid can be coded with 1 codon or many codons, more than 1 or maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 or 6. Degeneracy, each amino acid can be coded with 1 codon or more than 1 codon. It means some amino acids are having only 1 codon, methionine and tryptophan. The remaining amino acid out of 22, methionine and tryptophan are having only 1 codon. The remaining 18 amino acids are having, some are having 2 codons, some are having 3 codons, some are having 4, and some are having 6 codons. And 6 codons are found in, 6 codons are present in leucine, serine, arginine. So leucine is an amino acid, it is having 6 codons. Serine is an amino acid having 6 codons. Arginine is an amino acid having 6 codons. Like that, in the 20 amino acids, some are having 4 codons, single amino acid, many codons. Some are having 3 codons, some are having 2. Some amino acid only 1 codon. So degeneracy of the genetic code or code is degenerate means each amino acid is having more than 1 codon. So 20 amino acids in the genetic code dictionary, 64 codons are possible. Next, we have seen initiation codon, we have seen termination codons. Initiation codon, AUG, is called starting codon, and it is called methionine. It codes for methionine. Termination codon, so in the genetic code there should be compulsorily initiation codon. It means what genetic code? The DNA will produce mRNA. That mRNA is having a structural gene which is having 5 prime, 3 prime, capping, tailing, in between coding sequences. In those coding sequences, first has to be started with methionine, and the end stopping of the protein translation process, termination, stop codons, 3 types: UAA, UAG, UGA. These 3, any one if it comes, the process of translation stops. So compulsorily in the genetic code dictionary, stop codons are there to stop the process of translation. These 3 stop codons. So the points they have given, and the most important point they have not given in the NCERT book is genetic code is non-overlapping. Here, next last point, genetic code is non-overlapping. So we have to incorporate in the NCERT book. Genetic code, it is a salient feature of genetic code. Genetic code is non-overlapping. What is meant by non-overlapping? For example, the information is like this. These are the codons C, G, G, U, G, G, C. For example, here in the diagram I have given 2. Let us see large one. Here, according to the genetic code, non-overlapping means the codons should be read in a continuous line. In a continuous line, one triplet after another triplet. This triplet is equal to 1 codon, codes for 1 amino acid. 1 amino acid. Next, this codon, 3 letters, codes for second amino acid. Next, if any codon is there, third amino acid. So the genetic code always should be read in a continuous fashion, in a line, one triplet after another triplet, after that another triplet, or 3n2 bases, after 3n2 bases, after that 3n2 bases, which codes for a particular amino acid, amino acid, amino acid. Overlapping means, it means if genetic code is overlapping, here only 2 are possible. For example, to understand easily, 2 amino acids, 2 triplets. If it is overlapping, we can make it 1 GCG. GCG, another amino acid. CGG. CG. So let us see here. GGC, one amino acid. GCG. GCG. This is GCG. Second amino acid. CGG. CGG. Third amino acid. GG. So this is wrong. Always it is one triplet, afterwards another triplet. It means non-overlapping means no single base of one triplet can join with another triplet. No single base of one triplet joins with another triplet. Always one codon will be read at once, after that second codon, after that third codon, after that fourth codon. It means the N2 bases of one codon does not involve in the formation of another codon. Here GGC one codon, GGU another codon, like this. If it is overlapping means, first GGC I am giving here, overlapping GCG. So the N2 bases of one codon are joined with another codon. It is called overlapping. The N2 bases of one codon joins with another codon to form another amino acid. No, this is wrong. No single codon of one, no single letter of one codon participate with another codon. No single letter of one codon can participate or join with another codon. Or always the reading frame of mRNA or cistron or a structural gene or the genetic code, when it is going to decode in the translation, it has to be reading in the form of triplets. First triplet, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, so that amino acids will fall, which is called non-overlapping. So they asked this question in the previous year's examinations. They will ask 2 or 3 codons like this. If code is overlapping, how many is possible? You can understand this. If code is non-overlapping, only 2 amino acids are formed. If code is overlapping, 1, 2, 3, 4 amino acids are possible. 1, 2, 3, 4 amino acids. But this is not happening in genetic code. So always genetic code is non-overlapping. It has to be incorporated in the NCERT book. Make it arrangement whether all these are there or not. Triplet code explanation we have seen. 64 codons are there, but 3 are nonsense. 61 codons codes for 20 amino acids. 61 codons codes for 20 amino acids. It means one amino acid is coded by more than one codon. Either one codon or 2 codons or 3 codons or 4 or 6. For example, we have given 6 codons. And finally, in that genetic code dictionary page, last paragraph of that page, they have given a sequence to understand. AUG. If the mRNA is having AUG, UUU, UUC, UUC, UUU, UUU, UUC, UUC. Here, the concept of giving in the NCERT book is, when a mRNA is having, when genetic code is having a reading frame like this, by watching the checkerboard, it is possible to identify which amino acid this codon codes for. This codon codes for methionine. AUG codes for methionine. UUU codes for phenylalanine. UUC also codes for phenylalanine. UUC same phenylalanine, UUU same phenylalanine, same phenylalanine, UUC. So the concept of giving this sentence is, by seeing the codons, we can predict the amino acid with the help of checkerboard. It is easy. Whereas in reverse, if amino acid sequence is given, first concept. Second concept in the next page, if in reverse, opposite amino acid sequence are given, amino acid sequence is given. For example, CUC, CUU, CUG, CUA. For example, if amino acid sequence is given, in the textbook they have given same. They have given methionine, phenylalanine, phenylalanine. But I am giving you, if a sequence like this, amino acids, for example, serine, leucine, or arginine, or glycine, it is difficult to identify particular codon of the amino acid because some amino acids are having more than one codon. So what they have given? They have given a sentence. This is a concept of genetic code where code is always in the form of triplet and 3 letters is equal to 1 codon, and every codon codes for a particular amino acid. It means unambiguous. And in the case, if we want to give the codons of this, it is having 6 codons. It is difficult to identify the codons. Not so simple like this. It means each codon is one amino acid, particular amino acid, which is called unambiguous, and every amino acid is having more than one codon. So this is difficult. So with this, they have asked one question: correlate with the two characters of genetic code in the textbook. The 2 characters of genetic code here is, one is unambiguous, another character is, code is degenerate. And he asked, can you feel difficulty to identify? Yes, it is difficult to identify because of degeneracy of the codon. A particular amino acid is coded by more than one codon. For example, leucine, serine, arginine, they are having 6 codons. So it is difficult to identify the codons by seeing the amino acid. By seeing the codon, we can easily identify the amino acid. Unambiguous and degenerate. Next concept of genetic code and mutation, or mutations and genetic code. So genetic code we are able to see. What is genetic code? Genetic code should be always in a continuous manner, and always it is universal, it is commaless, it is degenerate, unambiguous, non-overlapping, always initiation codons, always termination codons. Now, what are mutations? Changes that occur in the DNA sequence. So here, what is gene? Gene is nothing but any part of the DNA which is able to produce a character in the form of a cistron. Our gene is nothing but able to show recombinations. Any part of the DNA which is going to recombine during meiosis with any two organisms but within the same organism. The gene is a unit of recon, and any DNA sequence at any stage it can change due to sudden changes which are maybe because of chemicals or because of radiations which are called mutations. So any part of the DNA which is able to show a change is called gene, and it is expressed as mutant. So modern forms of gene, in the modern forms of gene we have seen gene can be defined as, so the sequences of DNA are nothing but genes, and we have seen in the previous classes all the sequences of the DNA are not genes. DNA is having genes. Which sequence of DNA is called gene, which is able to express in the previous class? First one, cistron. So the modern name of gene is called cistron. A gene is nothing but a cistron which can determine a character. A gene is recon. Recon means unit of recombination. Unit of a structure in the form of a polypeptide or protein. Any DNA anywhere in this DNA molecule, if a mutation occurs, which is called mutant, unit of mutation. So what is gene? A gene is that which may be considered as a cistron is a gene, a recon is a gene, a mutant is a gene. Here, changes that occur in the DNA sequence means changes in the genes. Gene changes, and these changes leads to change in the base sequences of DNA, which changes in the mRNA sequences, which changes in the amino acid sequence. Because amino acid sequence changes means protein changes. Protein changes. So the mutations are sudden heritable changes that occurs in the DNA sequences or gene changes. So here, these mutations in the present syllabus, we have studied this mutation in the chapter 5th one. Mutations means here in this topic, studying point mutation. We are studying here point mutation. What is a point mutation, sir? In the sequence of DNA, for example, ATG, PAC. If any base pair at a particular point, if any base pair is changed, if T is changed to G, it will tend to C. Automatically, which changes the mRNA molecule. When mRNA will be changed, the change reflects in the amino acid sequence. So, point mutation or gene mutation means a particular base pair in the DNA if changes. To such change, we used to call point mutations. Point mutations or gene mutation at a particular point in the total DNA molecule of the organism at a particular point which changes and which will express in the character in the form of a character cistron. For example, the point mutations are studied under two different types: substitution mutations. Substitution mutations are replacement mutations. Frame shift mutations. So in the textbook of NCERT, under the mutations and genetic code, they have given mutations are the changes we will study, and large part of the DNA is deleted or exchanged here and there, reciprocal, either substitution, deletions, duplications, inversions, translocations, which occurs in the DNA sequences. It can be easily comprehended, it can be easily understood, it can be easily identified. But here we are not watching large scale deletions or large scale changes in the DNA. They have mentioned this point, clearly see. Later they have mentioned, we are discussing point mutations here in this chapter. What is point mutation? A point mutation is nothing but which occurs at a particular point in the DNA sequence. What is that particular point means? A particular base pair. If a particular base pair changes due to mutations, that change is reflected in the mRNA change, which changes the amino acid sequence. And the best example for point mutation which was cited is sickle cell anemia disease. In the beta globin gene of it was normal glutamic acid or glutamate. When the glutamic acid normal, due to mutation, it is changed to valine. So a single base chain glutamic acid is changed to valine. GGA stands for glutamic acid. If G is changed to U, GUA becomes valine. So a single base chain, a single base, sixth position, changed from glutamic acid to valine, automatically the sequence of amino acid is changed. Normally it should be glutamic acid, but because of mutation, valine it becomes. So this change leads to a disease called sickle cell anemia. So sickle cell anemia is a disease. It is because of point mutation. At a particular point, glutamic acid is changed to valine. The best example of substitution mutations are replacement mutation. The example of sickle cell anemia is a substitution mutation or replacement mutation. It is a point mutation. Let us see what is frame shift mutation. What is a frame shift mutation? What is frame? Frame means reading frame. What is reading frame? The sequences of N2 bases in the mRNA here from the start codon AUG, stop codon UAA. This is called reading frame. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. This is a reading frame, which is called frame. Due to mutation, what mutation? Frame shift mutation. Due to mutation, some change, the reading frame is changed from normal to abnormal form. The reading frame is changed due to mutations. What mutations are here? We are going to watch frame shift mutations. Frame shift mutations, either insertion or deletion. It means at a particular point a single base is inserted, added, or what happens to the reading frame? If a single base is inserted, what happens? Or a particular single base is removed, deleted, what happens to the reading frame? So under what condition reading frame is unaltered, under what conditions reading frame is changed, altered? We are going to watch with the example of a common English sentence. Example for insertion. Ram has red cap. This is the reading frame. Try to understand that. What is frame shift mutation? Frame shift mutation may be insertions or deletion. Insertion means a particular base is added. Deletion means a particular base is removed. Let us see, this is the reading frame. Suppose this is the structural gene, this is mRNA, which is in the form of triplets. What happens if a letter B, if a letter B is inserted, inserted means added, between has and red, has and red. If B is added between has and red, let us take by adding the B here. Ram has, B is added, B-R-E, D-C-A-P. Ram has B-R-E-D-C-A-P. There is no meaning at all. There is no meaning when a single base is added or inserted due to mutations. The reading frame changes. If we add two letters at the same place, if another letter added by the side of B, like I, and rewrite the sentence. Ram has B-I-R, B-I-R-E-D-C-A-P. There is no meaning. There is no meaning. If we add a third letter G, if third letter G is added, let us see. Ram has B-I-G, big, R-E-D, red. The reading frame is unaltered when three letters are added. Three letters is equal to one codon. When single base or two bases are inserted, from the point of insertion, first points are okay. From the point of insertion, the total reading frame is altered, changed. This is called frame shift mutation. If we add one letter, insert one letter, it is changed, altered, reading frame of this altered. If we add two letters, reading frame is altered. If we add three letters, the reading frame is unchanged. It means insertion of one or two bases leads to frame shift mutations, whereas insertion of, it means a gene is lost. So the function of the gene is lost. If a gene is added, a new function is restored. So either insertion or deletion are responsible for mutations. What mutations? A particular gene is lost or a particular gene is gained. A particular function, a gene is having a particular function we will lost, or a new function may be coming along with the function of the gene is restored. So mutations are nothing but the changes which alter the genes. When gene is changed, automatically structure will change or function will change. Now here, this is a best example of insertion. Ram has red cap. Ram has no meaning. Ram has no meaning. A codon, or if we add any other codon, second codon, third codon, a multiples of 3. 3 or multiples of 3, from the point of addition, the reading frame cannot be altered. Whereas if we add one or two bases, the reading frame is changed. This is called insertion, frame shift mutation. Deletion, same. If we go for deletion, a particular sequence is deleted. Particular sequence, Ram has red cap. In this reading frame, first remove one letter R. If we remove, which is called delete, R from this sequence. So what happens? See here, Ram has EDC AP. So from the point of deletion, it is altered, changed. If we remove two letters, if two letters deleted or removed from the frame, Ram has E deleted, E is deleted. Here R is deleted. DC A P. If you remove, if three letters deleted, for example, Ram has D is removed. D is removed. CA, Ram has cap. The reading frame is unaltered, unchanged. In the two examples, the first example has given insertion of one or two bases altered, but insertion of a codon or three bases does not alter. Here, deletion of one or two bases from the point of deletion altered. Whereas deletion of three bases or one codon, the reading frame is unchanged. So mutations are nothing but the changes in the genetic material, that is DNA. So if DNA is changed, automatically, this is an important genetic basis of proof that genetic code is in the form of triplet, and it is always read in contiguous manner. Last sentence of the mutations and genetic code. Underline the last sentences of mutations and genetic code is basis and proof that triplet, it is genetic code is in the form of triplet and it has to be read in continuous. And here, my dear students, In the previous exams, they asked questions. What questions they have asked? For example, an mRNA coding for 50 amino acids. It means we should know that 3 letters is equal to 1 amino acid. It means 50 amino acid it is coding means how many letters should be here? 50 into 3. 150 N2 bases are there. How many codons are there? 50 codons. 1 codon is equal to 1 amino acid. 50 amino acid. If 25th codon, so in the middle of this, it is capable of 50 amino acids. For example, a 25th codon here changed due to mutation. Mutation. If 25th codon changed, shown point mutation, changed due to mutation, what happens? They will give 4 options. Or straightly they can ask how many amino acids are synthesized. So based upon the mindset of the teacher, asking different dimensions of teacher's attitude. So different ways of asking question. An mRNA having capability of 50 amino acids. So we have to frame that. Okay, 50 each amino acid coded by 1 codon. 50 codons are there. 50 amino acids. Don't think that 50 different amino acids. 20 only different amino acids. 20 different multiple forms. These 20 only available in the form of 50. If 25th codon changed due to mutation, option 1, how many amino acids could be synthesized? From the point of all will be altered. So up to here, how many are there? Up to here, 24 amino acids only synthesized. 25th codon is changed from the point of either insertion or deletion. Total reading frame altered. It occurs frame shift mutation. So this mRNA is unable to produce 50 amino acids, but it will produce only 24 amino acids. How many amino acids could be synthesized? Answer is 24. Or they can ask same concept. How many codons are there? 50. How many nitrogen bases are there? What is the length of the mRNA? What is the length of the DNA from which mRNA is formed? What is the length of the DNA? DNA means double standard from which mRNA is formed, length of the DNA. So concept of asking questions is indifferent, my dear students. Or they can create, if coding for 50 amino acid, if 25th codon changed due to mutation, one of the following is correct. Option 1, 2, 3, 4. They will give various concepts here. You have to identify which concept is correct by your talent. The understanding ability of the student based upon the concept. For example, if mutation occurs in the first letter itself, if any letter, first letter is added something or first letter is removed, if anything is added or anything is removed, what happens? Total reading frame changes. For example, In some books they have given fat cat ate rat. Fat cat ate, it is in the form of reading frame, continuous, in the form of triplets, in the form of codons. If we remove this, deletion, what happens? A T C A T A T E R A T. There is no meaning at all. There is no meaning at all. So we can create this type of sentences, statements, and we can, if it happens in the last, or if it happens in. So here, frame shifting means deletion mutations, or frame shifted from one reading frame to another reading frame. It is nothing but amino acid is changed. Amino acid is changed, which is nothing but protein molecule is changed. Frame shift mutations are deletion mutations. In the same question, if a mRNA is capable of 150 amino acids, 50 amino acids, how many codons are there? Number of codons, 50 codons. Able to 50 amino acids, number of codons, 50 codons for 50 amino acid, plus compulsorily UAA or UAG or UGA. Until and unless it is not there, protein synthesis will not stop. Termination will not occur. So 50 amino acid capability plus 1 codon, nonsense codon, that is total number of codons present on mRNA is 50 plus 1, 51 codons, including stop codon. So the answer, if an RNA is able to produce 50 amino acids, means up to here 50 amino acid, but if it not comes, the process will not stop. So we have to count this also as a codon. It is a codon, but nonsense codon, stopping codon. So 50 codons plus 151 codon. Second question. If a mRNA is having capability of 50 amino acids production, if a mRNA is capable to produce 50 amino acids, how many N2 bases are there? How many N2 bases are present? How many N2 bases are present? 51 into 3. 153 N2 bases are present. Various, not in one form, various forms, various standards, various types, various kinds of questions are possible. So in the coming lesson, we are going to watch translation process. So genetic code, preparation of that chart. For example, how to identify 6 codons? It is leucine, UC series. It means UC in the checkerboard, UCAG, UCAG, UC or CU, CU series, CUU, CUC, CUA, CUG, all codes for leucine. Second box, CUU, CUA, CUC, And where it is present, some other two codons, somewhere. Leucines, two codons, somewhere in third or fourth. We have to remember that. If you take UC, UCU, UCC, UCA, UCG, these four for one more amino acid. If you take CGU, CGC, CGA, CGG, arginine, serine, leucine. Along with these four, only thing you have to remember is first two letters. Easiest method of following genetic code. First two letters. The remaining all are because of degeneracy, which is called degeneracy of the codon. UC starts serine. Along with these four, some other two are there. It is your duty to identify. What are those two? Plus 2. Plus 2. CG, arginine. CG in the codon, C and G here somewhere. You will get arginine, second or third black. Above that, UG. So, plus 2. UGA, UGG. Only thing is, for about half an hour or 1 hour, if you take the genetic code checkerboard on a paper and practice various possible, multiple forms of questions. All the best.